YouTube. All right, good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. Hello, hello. Kevin here with Futures Kevin. I am currently in some crude longs from this demand zone because I found this bottom over here, right? We've ended up seeing that sellers failed to bring us lower in this demand zone, so I took some crude longs. I did just trim a few. I am looking to see if we can make our way back up to this 70.42 would be great. Good morning, everybody. Hope you are all doing well today. Hope everybody had a good weekend. YouTube, hello, hello. Discord, hello, hello. I just want to make sure if somebody could say something on Discord just so I make sure I could hear you guys. Marzidi, Ironclad, Victoria, good morning, good morning. You guys there? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Make sure my audio is working. Yeah, that's all working. Everything should be working good. Alright, I'm glad I got out of those couple contracts on crude at those highs, because what a pullback we just got. My only concern with crude is that we have this heavy level at 69.30, which is down over here near that previous day low. So I am a little worried we make our way back lower over there. So I am going to move my stop loss, be a little careful with our stop loss. Put it right over here. See how quick we flipped back red? That's why I should have scalped all of those contracts, but that's okay. I got out of 2, I locked in profit, so now there's a no-lose trade. And if it stops out my remainder, then it stops out my remainder. And it looks like it's going to right now. Alright, stopped out of the last couple contracts on crude. Took that for a little scalp out of this demand zone. This demand zone still isn't broken, so I still wouldn't look for any short positions at this time. Instead, I would be being patient and wait to see if we want to dive again and see how we react to this 69.30. That's how I like to use Bookmap along with my supply and demand zones. The market opens in about 9 minutes, so we stay patient for that. I'd even wait for the 15-minute to close, guys. We'd rather be patient, maybe let a 15-minute candle close, let a 30-minute candle close, or even just let the market open, right? The market still hasn't opened yet. There we go. Look at gold. Gold made a rush to the downside. Same with crude, right? Crude and gold both pushing lower this morning. Very bearish on both of those. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. We do have a 30-minute supply zone here on ES. Let's take a look, see if we could see ES. Coming into this resistance up here. Definitely considering an ES short with this resistance, but I'm probably not going to. Again, I'd much rather wait and let the market open and look for a trade setup. Even crude oil, again, it stopped us out of that short, long position. The short stop loss, this tight stop loss, was a long position on crude. But depending on how this 15-minute wants to close, it might be lining up for me to take another position. Gold is continuously dropping lower, very strong momentum to the downside on gold. We're going to stay patient. It still hasn't broken that previous day low. Previous day low on gold. Did I not mark it out? No, we did break previous day low. That's right. That's right. All the way up here. Hey, good morning, Shari. Waiting for a long on crude. Nice, nice. Good morning, Globetrotter. What's up? What's up? What is up, everybody? So yeah, let's take a look. We got gold trying to make its way into this 30-minute demand zone. Now, what I want to do is I want to zoom out and look at how we react to this 30-minute demand zone in the past. So this 30, we haven't used it yet. So I'd be patient, see how we react. We do have a 4-hour demand zone right underneath it, right over here. So I would definitely be careful. See if we want to maybe sweep this 30-minute and hold that 4-hour demand. We had a huge sell-off so far today, really wiping us out. Broke another previous day's low. This is a key level. So previous day low, this isn't this isn't the real previous day low, this is 2 days before. So I'm going to do 2 PDL because we did break that level now too. So something I might look for is a reversal. If we get a reversal and get back above here, I might look for a long. Or in this broken 15-minute demand zone, I might look for a short. It definitely depends on what the market wants to give to us. How's crude looking? Crude again is trying to do its best to hold inside this demand zone. I'll probably end up taking it for another long position. Target is up there. Got to really see where I want to put my stop loss on it. Okay, if we could retest that demand zone, I would give crude one more shot long. And then I would wait for the 15 to close. So if we retest demand, I have one contract to go long. Stop loss is at the low. But again, I'd really be careful. I'd really much rather wait for the 15. Good morning, Wes. What's going on, man? Really wait for that 15 to close. Because right now, it is still very bearish. See if we get that retest of this demand zone. Now with the retest of the demand zone, I'll probably take a tight stop loss on it. Put it like around over here. Again, I really do want to see that 15 close. Market hasn't closed yet. Market hasn't opened yet, I should say, right? And we get a lot of volume when market opens, so much rather be a little patient. 15 minute, 30 minute, 45. I like that on crude. I like, oh man, that very heavy level right there. That's great looking on crude. Around 69.60. So yeah, 69.70 would be a nice little retest entry if we can get back there. Do want to stay a little patient. This thing could just dump on us again. It's currently up a little bit today from that first crude long we took out of this zone. Not liking the pullback we have right here. There's a good chance I'm going to move my entry a little bit lower. And something I might want to see is if we get a quick drop, hit the demand, and then pop back higher. When we pop back higher, I'll take it. That's how I would take this. So we're going to wait, see if we could get the retest of demand. I'm going to zoom in on crude so we can keep an eye on that. Let's check out what's in play on Edgeful. Yo, can't hear you. What's going on, man? What's going on? Good morning, good morning. Could you guys hear me on YouTube? YouTube. YouTube guys, let me know if you guys could hear me. Yep, okay, awesome, awesome.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, definitely being patient on crude. Mavic could hear me, awesome. Sherry, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, Sherry, crude has been a pain for sure this morning. Guys, when the market is being a little bit of a pain to trade, then we should probably just stay out of it, right? It's not really worth it if it's becoming a difficult market. There we go, crude. Knew it. Knew it. Very good, very great, very great. I'm going to look again, looking for a long entry. Did not get the entry just yet. This could have possibly been... I got to be a bit more patient on these long entries, especially off of these what's it called? These 1 hour demand zones. It's funny, I was working on a short video this weekend on how we have to... Yes, on how we have to, waiting for market open. Yep, good, wait for market open. But how we have to execute on the right time frame. So if I'm looking at an hourly demand zone, I shouldn't be trying to trade on the 1 minute time frame. If I'm looking at a 15-minute demand zone, then then I might be able to trade on the 1. That's a lesser zone. If I'm trading a 5-minute zone, I could trade on the 1 minute. But once you start getting to that 1 hour and higher, the lowest you should be going is the 5-minute. There's a good buy bubble up here on crude. We're going to be patient for market to open on ES and NQ. Take a look at the 30-minute time frames. Possibility for a short. Possibility for a short. In 10 seconds, market opens in 10 seconds, guys. 7, 6, 1. All right. Let's see. So we did get the basing on NASDAQ. We did not get the basing on ES. We are rejecting a supply zone, though. So I do want to be careful here. I would only really be looking for shorts out of this zone, which obviously are working out at the moment. And we do still have that gap to fill way down over here. This is the gap fill. This is our open. Remember, though, above previous day high, we have like an 80% chance of closing green. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to put crude in the bottom right over here instead of the VIX, so we can keep an eye on crude too in case it does want to give us an entry as well. There goes ES continuing lower, NASDAQ 2, love it, great price action. Find an imbalance. Pick a card, any card, find an imbalance, any imbalance, fair value gap. That would be possible short right there, short entry right there. I don't think we're going to get it. I do think we're going to pull back first. We're going to continue lower first, I should say. Look at the selling pressure, great selling pressure. Crude looks like it does want to go back higher too. Take a look. Let's see, crude on the... Look at the buying pressure, guys, coming out of this demand zone. Really great stuff. I definitely, personally, was too tight of a stop loss on my crude trade. Does look like it wants to continue with this buying pressure. I want to see how's the hourly look, though. Ooh, hourly on crude. If it pushes all the way back up, that we could be in for a really nice trade. So I'm going to be patient, guys. What I see on crude is if we do want to reverse on the hourly, then we should close somewhere over here, like somewhere above this white level. So I would want for the next 30 minutes us to push higher, close somewhere over here. But for us to push higher and reverse, that would require us to create some imbalances, some fair value gaps, a 15-minute, a 5-minute, whatever the case may be. So I'm not going to take any more longs on crude until I get confirmation we are reversing and I get some type of entry like an imbalance, a fair value gap, something lining up for myself that I know I can take. Good morning, everybody. Hope you are all doing well. Let's see. Very strong drop, very quick pullback, and there's crude making some highs again, coming out of that demand zone. Love supply, love demand. This is sort of the similar setup that we got on gold the other day. It took out a low inside demand, and then it held it. So really, really great stuff. Again, me personally, my long entry was a bit out of the zone, and it was before this red candle formed, so it did stop me out. Just got to be patient on that or be a little more aggressive on the re-entry. This candle right here, this pullback candle, this wick, wicking the lows, closing out of demand, that would have been a crystal clear possible entry. Stop loss at that low, possibly targeting that high. Yeah, not the best risk to reward. I like to look for much better risks to reward. 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1, whatever the case may be. ES and NQ, huge wick. Huge wick, huge wick. Wow. I'm sort of considering NASDAQ shorts because NASDAQ's weaker here. But again, we have to remember, what are the odds? Odds are we're going to continue higher because of the trend. So we'll let the 5 close. We're always better off letting our analysis, letting our candlesticks close. And it's funny, you get different reasons when it comes to different rules, letting candles close or not. Some people, let's see. Some people might wait for a 1-minute close, a 5-minute close, whatever the case may be. I like the selling pressure building up here on NASDAQ. Weighted index is trying to push higher, though. We'll definitely wait for the 5 to close, see if it gives us this imbalance on NASDAQ, and I'll take NQ short with the divergence. See, that's a better risk to reward. Because then, guess what, guys? When you have a better risk to reward on a potential setup you're about to take, and let's say it comes near your target or it gets to VWAP and then it starts to reject, well, you could take a 4 to 1, a 5 to 1 instead of taking your 6 or 7 to 1 because you're still taking a great risk to reward that's in your favor. Told you guys that. NQ, look at crude too. Crude, NASDAQ, both of them like a book this morning. Reading them like a book. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody is doing well. Take a look at crude, pushing higher. NASDAQ, trying to push higher. This is bookmap on NASDAQ. There's that candle close. I am going to take pretty lightly a short position in that fair value gap if NASDAQ could get back to it. I'm going to see how we react to it. Point of control is up here too. I really want to see, I don't see any resistance. There we go. Okay, didn't fill me. I just put my limit order out now. I just placed it a little lower. Hope I don't miss this short. Low-key might have missed this entry because remember this is a 5-minute now. It's a 5-minute fair value gap. What I say before, use a 1-minute tensor on a 5-minute, use a 5-minute tensor on a 15. I'm moving my entry down because clearly NASDAQ is respecting it. There we go. Huge, huge, huge. Give me a pullback, give me an entry. It's having trouble. I don't know if we're going to get this entry here on NASDAQ. Really want to see an pull back to maybe the point of control 12. Okay, so I'm gonna let's try to get filled. It just filled me on a short there. I am gonna be a little careful. So we're in a short on NASDAQ here because it was a bit weaker than the ES. We do have our stop loss above the recent high we just made in this fair value gap. We are looking for NASDAQ to continue lower. Weighted index is trying to push higher. Apple new high a day, Microsoft new high a day. Really want to see rejection there. NASDAQ trying to hold up. Just gonna wait, guys. Gotta be patient. Let the market play out. It's only been a few seconds since our entry. Great reaction right there. Great reaction there. Nice NASDAQ. Let's go. Beautiful trade. So far, gotta be patient. 5-minute. Still 5-minute gave us that big long wick, which is a little concerning on the shorts. But 15 doesn't close for a little bit too, so we are gonna be patient. See how market wants to react. Crude pulling back. I want to get VIX back down here. I'd like to see the VIX try to push higher. That's bearish. I want to see NASDAQ dump lower. There we go, guys. Here we go. Beautiful. You can look to take partials off here, right? Get out into some momentum. Stay a little patient, though. I do really want to see a strong break below these lows right here. If we can't break below these little pivot lows over here, 29.90, yeah, I was going to say there's a good chance. Not going to see them at all. Alright, let's be careful now on these shorts. Market is clearly giving us a stronger reaction. Minute 57 left. My stop loss I'm going to keep around over here. Market's moving back in our favor, out of our favor, back in our favor, out of our favor. So a few red flags going on, right? If you are in any trades, I would say be careful. If you're risking more than you're willing to lose, you should definitely exit that trade or at least scale out of some contracts because we don't want to risk more than we're okay losing. You don't want to blow an account in one trade. We want to be patient and we want to be disciplined. Yeah, that 5 is really struggling to push lower now, which is a huge red flag. Most likely going to stop me out of this short. If it does give us another pop right there. Yeah, all right, I'm all out of NASDAQ shorts right there. Did mention before to maybe take partials, which would have been the better move. We're going to be patient on this. See if it wants to give us an inverse or not. Take a look at crude, still continuing higher. Crude will probably be the one to give us our A+ setup today. NASDAQ and ES, they haven't really been giving us anything too high probability. And the reason I say that is because, you know, previous day high, previous day low, gap fills, all of these other things that come into play. We haven't even touched the gap. We're above a previous day high. We are in some resistance though because we're in a supply zone on ES. We're creating divergence at the moment. If NASDAQ doesn't break this high, then we have divergence. ES broke pre-market high. NASDAQ didn't break pre-market high. VIX is pushing lower though, which is bullish. Crude is pushing higher. Gold trying to hold this 30-minute demand zone. Depending how gold closes, I would take gold right here. Take its pre-market low. Take a look at gold. NASDAQ pumping away. NQ did make that new pre-market high. Let's see if we get anything on gold here. What do I have here? It's gold. Okay. So I'm going to give gold longs a shot right there. Stop loss is going to be at the bottom of demand. So I'm looking for us to continue on gold back to the upside out of this demand zone. If we fail, then we just stop out, and we have to know that that's okay. Sometimes the market's going to give us great setup after setup, and that's awesome, that's fantastic. But sometimes the market isn't going to give us those setups. The market isn't going to work out in our favor, and that's okay. That's more than okay. The market has to do that sometimes, so all the people with weak hands or weak mindsets, they think the market's a scam, and then they quit. Versus us, who create our plans, create our strategies, create our systems, and know that sometimes it's just not going to work out, and that's okay. The selling pressure, if these sellers end up trapped and we push higher here, that would be great, but the sellers are trying to push us lower again on gold, so we're going to be a little extra patient. It is looking weaker. I wanted to see, though, pre-market, my plan was to see if we could break this 30-minute demand zone and hit the 4-hour demand right under it. But I would like to see us hold up here. Not really giving us that. I'm going to move my stop loss up a little bit towards the middle of demand. It's going to be a little above the bottom of demand. So if it does dump, I could get out a few ticks above, right? So we could sort of cut our loss a bit shorter. That's the goal. Cut our losses short, let our winners run. Yep, there goes gold. That's tough. That's tough. Crude pushing higher. Crude definitely would have been the move today. Crude definitely would have been the move today. See if these sellers fail here on gold. But they keep trying to step in here. Be very careful, guys. We have to be careful. We have to understand probabilities and the odds. And these odds on these setups aren't the best at the moment, especially on gold is struggling. Dollar, natural gas pushing higher. Crude trying to push higher. Gold, again, struggling on gold. 320 on crude, got out. Nice, good job, good job. Great trade, absolutely. Part of me almost wants to take, I'm going to get out of gold here, by the way, guys. No more gold trade, this is just garbage. Garbage island. I sort of like crude here at this area of interest because it's giving us that inverse hangman candle right there for a short. But I'm not going to take that. We're going to be patient. ESNQ again pushing higher. We did create this inverse right here. 15-minute closes in 2 minutes. Let's be patient. Let's let the 15 close. Let's let some time pass in the market, right? We want to let the market develop a bit so it gives us a better idea and a better entry. When we let the market develop and we get a clearer picture versus trading right when market opens. Give me 1 sec. Yeah. out of crude. Nice, nice. Great job, great job. Great trades, guys. So, look, I'm glad I cut that gold short, the gold long short, right? So we got out a few points above where it would have stopped us out. Let's see, 15 minute, 5 minute. I'm not really seeing any clear setups on gold, on crude. I mean, obviously the momentum has been to the downside. We haven't taken out that previous day low yet. I might wait and see if crude wants to come back to this order block right here and hold. NASDAQ has a 2-hour supply zone. I'm going to throw an alert up there. VIX is pushing lower, which is bullish. And, yeah, we're just going to stay patient here. Guys on YouTube, don't forget, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I do go live Monday and Friday. And, guys, don't forget Black Friday. So, we've got some major Black Friday sales going on. Black Friday sale going on for Bullishbrs members. Anybody who wants to become a Bullishbrs member or already is a Bullishbrs member, maybe a monthly or yearly, I think the lifetimes are 75% off right now. Huge, huge, huge sale. What else do we got? It is a holiday week, so we can probably expect some crappier price action. It's understandable. Let's see. I'm gonna add an alert on crude down here. And there's probably a good chance we just don't take any more trades. But we gotta see. Just wanna wait and see. Gold. What happened on gold right there? Crude. Let's see. Other than Bullishbrs discounts, guys, use discount code Black Friday on my coaching website. It's tradingpioneers.net. You get 30% off of your first session or 30% off of any item. Everything on there is 30% off, even the mentorship program. So that's pretty cool. Check that out. Tradingpioneers.net. That sale runs till the end of the month, and again, coupon code is Black Friday. Let's see. Whole lot of nothing going on right now in the markets, guys. Whole lot of nothing. I would consider NQ shorts because of this 5-minute basing at this key level, but it didn't hit that supply zone. I would be patient. Everything looks like crap right now. I mean, Nvidia is pushing lower. Weighted index is weak. That's tough. That's tough. Let's see NQ. Came to this level of support. Want to see better selling pressure over here. Keep trying to hold that level right there. Nvidia trying to hold. Nvidia, what's that? News, key factors. Nvidia's earnings was the other day. Why does it tell me that now? Right? Nvidia earnings was like last week. Key factors, Nvidia Corp, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know why that would be on there now. Buyers trying to come in. Again, weighted index is weak. Microsoft selling off. Meta is at a new high a day. Apple's rejecting a new high a day. Nvidia is weak. Everything's just pretty weak right now. We are coming back into that inverse fair value gap. Gotta be careful. Everything's range bound. Let's see. Like to see if we could hold here on NASDAQ. Pretty strong level of interest. I like how heavy this level is here. If we could fail to push lower. Oh, nope, we're going to push lower. I was going to say, if we fail to push lower here, that'd be great. but I want to see this strong level on Bookmap, seller step in, I want to see us push back above it, so anybody that was trying to sell this breakdown ends up trapped in the market. All right, let's see. Crude, gold. Okay.
Hi, I love you.
Give me one sec, guys.
If you need any. So I love you. I'm going to go.
Alright, let's see. Everything's real range bound when crude plays it once. Yeah. I would wait, really be patient, 15-minute, 30-minute closes and such. Nice NASDAQ rejection there. It's just very range bound. We're really not getting a clear move right now. We are in supply. I am expecting more downward price action. The weighted index is weak too. So it's like, I'd like to see us push lower, but we'd have to see. Everything's very choppy. There's very little continuation. It tries to push higher, it reverses, tries to push lower, it reverses. Would need to see the weighted index sell off to really be bearish today. But yeah, I'd like to see us, oh, okay, I was gonna say I'd like to see us below VWAP like that, so that's good. Nice, there we go, finally. Finally. Give me a break, give me a break, give me a break of that NASDAQ drop. Boom, 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 boom. One more drop. Yeah. Give me one more drop. I want this low down here to be taken out on NASDAQ. Huge, guys. I was just saying I'm anticipating some lower moves because we were in that supply. We were in resistance. There we go, NASDAQ. There we go. Give me 15 more points on this. Let's go. Let's go. Look at the selling pressure. Huge, guys. Holy cow. Look at this. Huge. Huge. I'm going to get out right there, guys. Get out into some strength. If you got any contracts, you let your runners run. That was a real nice trade. I did not say I was taking that one out loud. I usually will, but because of the choppiness, I'd much rather give you guys something I have more confidence on. So we're just going to wait now because now at this point, we broke this low, and like I mentioned before, because of the range-bound price action, we can probably expect us to pull back all the way somewhere even in the middle. Now, let's see if we want to maybe break, if this really will be our trend back lower. We don't have much demand under us, which is a big red flag or green flag, right? Now, my next zone of demand is at 20,851, so that's another 100 points on the NASDAQ. Great move lower. Look at this NASDAQ. Go, baby, go. Huge, 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 huge. Gold is the gift that keeps on giving, says Signet. I wonder if he took some gold shorts today then. I'd wait for the 30 to close on gold, see if we get a basing candle, right? Reject the bottom of the low of this demand and push back higher in reverse. Gotta remember with gold, guys, it did break that pre-market, broke previous day high and previous day low. Wow, NASDAQ, just keep on selling. Keep on ripping, baby. Look at the volume spikes. When we get lines like this on Bookmap, it's because an excess amount of volume comes in and it creates some type of lag or lack. Wow. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Morning went way past my upper level, but I exited before. Alright, let's see. Sherry, great trade on that gold this morning. Look at NASDAQ's I think we are going to get that continuation. Now we have this strong drop, and now we have this drop. I think we're going to go see this demand zone now. Didn't I originally try shorts up here? Yeah. Yeah, again, this key level was a nice potential area for shorts. We had the resistance on the ES. We did start to spike higher on the VIX. All different things sort of lining up. 15 minute, 30 minute. 30 closes in 4 minutes, guys. And look at the gold right now. Gold is pushing back lower again. If anybody in here is from the Edgeful community, appreciate you all for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and let them know that you appreciate me. Alright, let's see. Look at NASDAQ right up over here. Would not take any trades right now. We look to sell the highs, buy the lows. Right now, we are not looking to buy these lows after that momentum. Good buying pressure bringing us back up for a second. Hitting this level that we took out. Let's see if we want that support to flip and be resistance, or if we're going to push back above it. Remember, range bound is range bound. 3 minutes left in the 15. Let's let the 15 close. Guys, 3 minutes left. That gives it plenty of time to do anything. Gives it plenty of time to push all the way up here and close. Gives us time to push down here and close. Gives us time to consolidate and close. Because of that, I'm going to wait. That higher time frame means a lot more to me than a lower time frame, and it should for you guys too. SMCI pumping right now? Question mark. Nice. Wow, 37 to 38. I'm just kidding. It's because it had the stock split. I hate when stocks do stock splits and they become like sub $100. It's like, I understand the point of it. I do completely get it. It's just it makes it tougher to trade options in a sense because the delta's not so volatile. But in the same way, it does make options easier because options aren't so volatile. So it definitely depends on which way you look at it. You know, I like to look at it like people who trade options, they usually like a high delta. They like things like when Tesla was in the 600-700s, when Nvidia was in the thousands, even Apple before its stock split so many years ago. 2 minutes left on the 30 minute. We do have crude trying its best to hit this order block that it created off of demand. Look at the pullback on NASDAQ and ES right now. Buyers keep trying to bring us back. We're hitting this level of resistance and rejecting. We're going to be patient. Again, we could do anything it wants. A minute 40 left. We've seen some crazy things in the market, right? Now let's go over some news events. So it looks like we have Dallas manufacturing in 31 minutes. That's not really going to impact us too strong. It is good to be aware of it. Tomorrow we have FOMC minutes at 2 o'clock. Anything else in the morning? Nothing too much. We do have new home sales at 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, so definitely be aware of that. And guys, if you do want a list every week of what news events we have and how it might affect the market, if you do go to my website at tradingpioneers.net and you subscribe to the email, which is just if you scroll down and punch your email in, I am starting to send out weekly newsletters. And that newsletter is going to consist of a little breakdown of the most recent video I made. This weekend I made a video on a trading strategy. I trade on gold. And it also gives the news events. So I take the time and type out and figure out, what event do we have, when is it, and how does it affect us. So definitely check that out, tradingpioneers.net. And I'm trying to incorporate that into Bullishbrs too, so anybody Bullishbrs would get that email too. So I'm trying to get that going. So we do have crude in this order block. I'm going to bring crude back up on the heat map right now. Buyers trying to step in down here. I'm most likely going to stay out of crude. Really wanted to see the 30-minute close in 7 seconds, 5 seconds. Ooh, that's clean. Yo, that's clean on gold right there. Now on gold, if we got a retest, maybe I would try gold long one more time. Not a fan of oil anymore here. If gold could start to hold. I'll take it. If it doesn't start to hold, I won't take it. How do you like them apples? If this, then this. Gotta be prepared. Trying to fail, trying to push lower. If I'm going off the 30-minute basing, though, we should be able to hold this low right here. I'd much rather wait and try to push back above demand, get more confirmation on this trade. There's negative 40 lot, trying to fail. If we fail here and don't push back back lower, I'm gonna get in some gold. Oh my god, I'm looking at crude right now on Bookmap. Oh my goodness. Guys, tell me when I'm lacking. Help me out. Wow, I almost pulled the trigger on a gold trade because I was looking at crude oil Bookmap. Phew. Yeah, sellers keep trying here. Look at this negative delta. What I like to see on reversals is a strong negative delta at the bottom and price to reverse at that, because what that tells me is somebody just absorbed all of those sellers. Alright, new possible setup. Really gonna need buyers to step in ASAP on this though. Or else we're probably not going anywhere. Take me home. Wow, look at that. Gold NASDAQ did reject that key level. Great. Really like to see gold hold up here. We'll try gold down here, because now we get a pretty tight fill with our stop loss at the new low of day. So I am trying gold long. I am not the biggest fan of it. I'm trying it because of the 30-minute time frame. I was looking for us to continue back higher. But remember, guys, if you are trying to take a trade like this where we see a basing and we want to look for continuation, we're probably better off waiting to enter once we get the break for the continuation. See how I entered prematurely down here? There's still a good chance now that we're going to break this low, hit demand, and then possibly reverse. So I might be too early to the party on this. And that's okay. I have my stop loss. I know how much my risk is on this trade. If you find yourself getting too emotional in trades, getting too upset during trades, getting angry when you take a loss, things like that, you gotta ask yourself, what's Why? Why are you getting upset? What's the issue? What seems to be the problem? Are you going too heavy in size that when you take a loss, the market, it completely destroys your account? Are you getting in too soon? Are you getting stopped out too soon? What's the issue? And once you address and acknowledge the issue, then you can work on it. If you can't address it and you can't really work on it and you don't really, well, first off, if you don't address it, you're not going to be able to work on it, period, right? We have to be able to take accountability and address what we're doing wrong in order to make a change. I like the buying bubble that just popped up here. I don't like the sellers that are present up here. I do feel like they're absorbing, trying to push us lower. I'd like to see volatility to push us higher, trap these sellers. It's not looking likely. I do have my stop loss at 26.34.80 on gold. We're just going to wait 1 sec. Look at these sellers. Not looking good. Again, it is looking more like it wants to stop us out and then possibly reverse at that bottom demand. So I know how much my risk is on this trade. I know how much my reward is on this trade. I'm just going to be patient. I wanted that 30-minute to continue. If we fail, then I'm out at the recent 30-minute low. If we do hold and push higher, then I'm in for a nice trade, and that's just how it's got to be. The buyers keep trying to step in here above this level of support. I always worry, though, that we should run through a level of support before reversing, so we grab that liquidity. So we're just, again, going to be patient, wait and see, and if it stops us out, it stops us out. I am just rambling now to let market do what market wants to do. Again, if it stops me out, if it drops and stops, that's okay. That is more than okay. We took a real nice trade on NASDAQ that paid very well, so that is more than okay. Possibility of crude. If we could close above this imbalance on crude, that would be great for a potential long. Some buyers stepping in here on gold. Great, love to see it. Really looking for us to trap those sellers. 30-minute. Yeah, really want us to push higher on gold. I am in just one gold contract right now. Good buy bubble. Look at this strong level right there of support. Definitely starting to line up a bit nicer on gold right now. Really need to see if we could hold. Can we hold on gold or will we fold? What's the mold? Sorry. Gotta have fun with your trading, guys. If you're not having fun with what you're doing, then how are you supposed to learn it? You have to really enjoy what you're doing to learn it. Think of it like when you're in school, when you're learning something, even when you're at work, if you're learning something and it's boring as AF, if you find something boring, you're going to have a very difficult time picking up on it and really understanding it. When you're learning the market, you're not just learning a strategy, you're understanding the strategy. You're not just learning the market, you're understanding the market. You're not just learning risk management, you're understanding risk management, and so on and so on. This might potentially be a good place to add to this trade, but I'm going to let the 5 close because now at this point, if it does want to just drop back lower, I don't want to be in an even heavier position. That would be silly. Guys, I'm going to go grab a water. Make sure you guys stay hydrated. Make sure you guys are taking some reasonable enough trades. And make sure you're not risking more than you're willing to lose. Here goes gold trying to make its way to that stop loss again. Coming to this level of support right now. And again, that's also exactly why I said I would potentially look to add. But because I didn't have the confirmation, I didn't add. And that saved my ass. Because if I added, I would have taken almost double the loss, right? Now I'm okay. If this stops me out right here, I'm happy if it stops me out. Because that just tells me that I followed my stop loss, I followed my risks or reward, and it's okay. It just wasn't meant to be. There it is. Stopped out. That's okay. Wasn't meant to be. Had that nice trade on gold, so no stress zone. And it could even stop out there and continue. I don't know. And guess what? I really don't care. Whatever it wants to do, it wants to do. And it'll do that with me, without me, whatever it wants. I don't have billions of dollars to move the market. So all I can do is really react to it. Now, I would look for possibly crude, because gold has just been chop city. Crude also has been a little bit of a chop city, but it's been trying to hold higher from this demand zone. Same with NQ, sort of looks good for longs down here. But we're going to wait. 15, 30. One hour closes in, already closed. I'll let the 5 close. See how we close on crude? That might be possible for the last setup of the day. Got to see where NASDAQ and crude and ES are. Now, they really aren't at demand yet, so I'm going to be patient. They do look like I said before, they do look like they want to continue back lower. The pressure has been to the downside a bit. Crude, let's see how crude's looking right here. Crude's a tough feel right here. I'm thinking I'm going to give it a light shot, very light try right here. There goes NASDAQ selling off. Okay, so I am filled in a crude position. I do want to say though, guys, still not the best probability of setups today. I guess the best setup today so far would have been this crude long position out of this demand zone, but it didn't hit the take profit, so that's why I still have a bit more confidence in the longs. But that doesn't mean I'm right? Just because you have confidence in something doesn't mean you're 100% right, and that's why sizing is so important. If you're able to appropriately size into your trades, then you don't have to worry about being right or being wrong. You just worry about taking the setups that you look out for, and then you let those setups play out. Crude finding some selling pressure. Let's see. I want to see these sellers fail down here. But they're sort of strong. I don't know. We'll be patient. There goes gold. Gold did hit that 4-hour demand zone. We're just going to wait right here, guys. Be patient, patient, and patient. I'd really like us to create a higher low on crude here out of this demand zone. That's what I'm looking for, this higher low out of demand. So we had this lower low in demand, and now if we hold this low right here, we'll create a higher low. So that's why my stop loss is now right here. If I'm wrong on this trade, then we will take out that low. If I'm right on this trade, then we won't take out that low. And that's how stop losses should be placed. We shouldn't place stop losses based on how much we're willing to lose. We should be placing stop losses based on where our analysis would be incorrect. I sort of like the 30 to continue higher, the 45 struggling, the 1 hour struggling. 2 hour, 3 hour, closes in an hour 56. I guess we'll be patient on this right now. Again, looking for that higher low on crude out of that demand zone. Stay patient on this. Market's struggling right now, which is not ideal at all. We wanted to see momentum. We wanted to see continuation on crude. We are not getting that at the moment. We want to see good buying pressure. I want to see a spike, something to give me confidence in crude. Right now, it's not giving me anything. It's giving me weak buying pressure, which is dog dookie. Need a spike higher. Like that. We want something like that to continue us higher on crude. There we go. Beautiful. Question is, does this volume have momentum behind it? Well, let's look at the footprint. Footprint is trying to push up. Okay. 75 right there. Got to be careful. Got to hold these. Got to push green on these next deltas. Want to push higher on these. If we fail to push higher, we're going to drop. A 0 point on the delta right there, and we're getting weak. Yep, not the biggest of fans right at the moment. Probably going to see. I don't like how it keeps getting rid of the numbers for me. It's throwing me off. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of that close, but I'm also... It's still green. It's still trying to hold that new higher low made off of that demand zone. But that doesn't mean it's definitely going to hold it. That just means right now it's holding it. Let's see. I'll probably look to get out of one contract if we could push higher again, because now we are getting weak. And we got to remember, too, today we had selling pressure. So trying to go long down here, yes, it might work out, but we just have to be so careful. So careful. What's gold doing? Gold trying to hold that demand. I said watch for that 4 hour demand, I should say, to hold up. Crude getting weak. I don't think I'm going to get out of one contract if we push higher on crude. I think crude wants to run. Let's see if that's right. Let's see if I'm right if I clip that for YouTube. Nope. It's chopping. It's keep popping and chopping on crude. So we really need to scale out of the 69.96. It gets maybe 69.99 level. Next heavy level 69.60 to the downside on crude, which is a big red flag because that would be near a new low of day. I want to be careful and move my stop loss up, but I'm worried that if I move my stop loss up, the market's going to wick it and then continue higher. So we're going to be a little patient at the moment. If I were to move my stop loss, it would be right here. Now that I said that, you guys know how the market moves. Now that I said where I'm moving my stop loss, are you guys ready to see some magic? We're going to go hit it. Nah, come on. Let's get it, crude. Let's get it. Did crude take out previous day high, though, already? I think it... No, it didn't. It didn't take out previous day high or previous day low on crude. So, again, super, super red flag right there. We're closer to previous day low than we are previous day high. Wow, what a range. Even if we could get to up here, that would be a great target on crude. That'd be my first TP, I suppose. 3-to-1 risk to reward. Struggling. It's getting some selling pressure here. A bit of a red flag on crude. But remember, for every seller, there has to be a buyer. So let's see if this wants to get absorbed and pushed up, or if we do want to drop back lower. Okay, I like that these sellers, if we do reverse, are trapped. So we have to be careful here, but the selling pressure is still there, still valid at the moment. Just gonna wait. I was worried that we would wick below this previous 5-minute and continue higher. So we have a minute 45 left. I'm just gonna wait right here, guys. I was looking for this order block to hold, this blue zone. So that's what I'm waiting on. Definitely considering moving my stop loss and then getting back in if it reverses at that point. Because then at that point, I'm stopping out for a lesser amount. Okay, so there would be the stop hunt. Oh, nope. There we go. Okay, crude. Take out that low, and now what? Now I want to see how this 5 closes. Let's see. Nvidia dumping. What's NQES doing? Oh man, selling off. Should have kept on ES and NQ today. Gotta remember that. Let's see, crude. 47 seconds left. Pretty aggressive looking selling pressure. But we'll wait. Wait and see. Trying to make another dive to the downside on crude. There we go. There we go. At this key level, 69.92 level. 27 seconds left. Crude still hasn't hit previous day low. Previous day low is right below this demand zone. I like that we're trying to hold this level. 6 seconds left in the 5. It's not giving me the close I would want. And neither is gold. Garbage. Garbage. Let's see. So NASDAQ, the setups we were looking for on NASDAQ today, right? We were looking for us to hit this 90-minute demand zone. Possibly looking for this broken supply zone to hold too. We are above previous day highs still. Barely. Just barely. This is previous day high right here. Let's get NASDAQ back up on here. 80.70. Look at 80.67 is strong. 80.70 is the next level on Bookmap. There goes crude continuing lower. Glad I trusted the stop loss. Gotta just know how much you're risking per trade. Trade with the probabilities, trade with the odds. Gotta let those winners, those winning days, be much greater than the losing days. $15-minute lame price action today. So lame. ES, what's ES doing? Oh my goodness, ES. E-Chop Fest. Damn, look at that. It wicked right off of the open, so it didn't even hit the gap yet. Now remember guys, a lot of people use gaps to look for fills. I like to use gaps in the opposite sense, that I like to look for a gap to hold. Gold selling off, crude, Chop City in demand again. Do. That was a nice short we got on NQ earlier. Could have held it a bit longer for like another 20 or 30 points, but you can't trade like that, guys. You're not going to get the whole piece. Can't be greedy. I love to see NASDAQ take out this low while ES holds that low for divergence. Crude selling off, gold selling off. No more longs, no more trades on crude and gold, right? We are following our rules. We notice the price action and we say no more. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you guys got any questions. Let me know what you guys are trading, where you guys are from, how you guys are doing, how was your weekend? What's up, guys? I like this level here, 606. That's that key level. So I'd like to see how ES wants to react to it. Now what I'm interested in is only ES and NQ. Gotta remember, we did break previous day high. We have been trying to push higher the past few days. We did get a big gap though. $15 closes in 6 minutes. I want to see around bottom and NQ around the gap. Is Ironclad in here? He's not in here. Aw. So Ironclad wants to see a rounding bottom on NQ's gap. Let's see. Put gap fill on there. Yo, what's the difference between the gap fill one and the gap fill by close? Somebody let me know. Oh, so this is the gap fill on NQ. That's interesting, right? See how NQ is in with its gap, ES is not within its gap. Very interesting. And that gap lines up again with that demand zone down there. So, going to be waiting for potential longs on NQ. Boy, oh boy. So I would like to see us sell off right now for the next, like, 4 minutes and then pop back up. I'd like a long lower wick down here and about a green body up here. I don't know if we're going to get it. Good week last week. Light trading this week. Nice. What's going on? From New York City? That's cool, man. That's cool. I'm up in Long Island. We'll take a drive. I'll meet you halfway. We'll get some coffee. Let's see. Crude's a funny guy right now. Taking out a low in demand again. Last time we took out a low in demand, it did push higher. But I told you guys, I'm not taking crude anymore. If I was, this would be the setup. But I'm not. Not doing it. We do see gold trying to hold. But on gold, I would really wait to see if we get a new imbalance or some type of 15 or 30 minute basing candle.
Yeah, don't take crude, man. You want light, smooth.
Exactly. Exactly what I was saying. Happy holiday week, guys. Thanksgiving week, so you know, volume's probably going to be a little bit crappier than expected. Do. Just staying patient. Name of the game is waiting. Time is it? 10:30. Come on, market. Give us something. Give us a real nice short on NQ, that's for sure. But, nothing else right now. Boy, oh boy. See that? Crude and gold, they're just not working out today. Gotta recognize that. Some buying pressure on ES a little bit. Let's see. Crude dumping, gold trying its best. There goes ES. Coming up to point of control around 60.25.20. I'm sorry, 60.20.25. What was this zone? Huh. It's weird. What was this zone? I don't even recognize it. Oh, maybe it's an older zone? I don't know. Who knows? Gotta be careful with any shorts, you know, on today too, because we are above previous day high, and for us to close green, the odds are a lot more for us to close green than to close red. 30-minute again, trying to give us some sort of basing candle on gold. Just gonna wait. Gap fill, turn it all off, except for minutes up to about 30. Now I wanted to see if the NASDAQ can come make one more low. Because I wanted to see us hold this demand zone and this broken supply zone. So I'm going to wait. Let's see. Bit of a rounding bottom on Microsoft at the moment. Good buying pressure on ES again. Really good. Look at this. All these positive deltas with the continuation. Great, great. Look at that 60-24 upside target. Les, you in here? No, you're not. Les said, "It's so choppy today. I'm afraid a tomahawk is gonna fly. It's gonna fly out of my computer monitor at any moment now." It's true. Very true. Okay, so crude again out of the question. Only thing I would consider between crude and gold is gold right now. And that's again based off of the 30. But we would really need to get above this right here. Definitely liking how gold's looking right now, actually. Good buying pressure trying to come out of it. We'll see. We'll wait and see. I'd rather wait for a 5-minute and a 15-minute imbalance, fair value gap, to line up with each other. That gives me more confirmation when I see both of them. So I might look to see if this 15 wants to continue. Next 15 continues and creates a fair value gap right here. So that trade setup, guys, that might not hit till like 11:15, 11:30. And that's if it hits. Guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you show some support, show some love on all the YouTube videos I like to make and put out for you guys. I'm Bullishbrs. Always trying to help you guys in any educational matter as possible. Always trying to give you guys the best of everything. Let's see. $60-24.75, pretty strong level. Give this order block right here too. We'll make that like a purple. Point of control was up there. Strong negative seller was right there around like 60-22. It's right here. 60-22 is a strong seller. See if they want to head towards the gap. Nice. Let's see. Don't forget YouTube, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let me know if you guys got any questions. Oh, YouTube, you're gonna log me out? That's not nice. Oh, I'm gonna get the password wrong? That's not nice either. Maybe 1 second, guys. YouTube decided it's time for me to kick it. Let's see. Am I the only one that has no idea what their passwords are? Yo, I thought this was right. It is right. You just use, like, you guys know the iPhone, the settings? How, like, when you go into settings on iPhone, it tells you, like, yeah, see, you know why? Because my YouTube wasn't loading, so I didn't see any of the recent comments or anything. Look at this heavy buyer right here. Heavy absorption, 60-10 right there. 60-10. Huge buyer just stepped in there. A big boy. $60.10. Let's see how we react to that 60-10 one more time. Very heavy buyer. Look at that. Huge delta right there. 10 seconds left. Makes me think, why is that buyer getting so heavy right there, right? What's going on? Do they know something we don't know? Because 1,000 lots is a lot. It's a lot. Get it? It's a lot. 1,000 lots, a lot. All right. So I'm looking at this negative 155 right here. This is where that positive 1,000 was. It's keep trying to hold. I don't know. I wanted to see how that 60-10 worked again. Right here. Right here. These sellers keep failing at this point now, too. But I did want to see more downside at the moment on NQ. But ES is trying to hold. Or not. Let's see. Looking for that 60-10. How does it want to react to that 60-10? $60.10. $60.10.
What was that number again?
I think it was 60-10. Golden crude chopping. The nice ES. That buyer likes to protect 60-10. Coming into some resistance right here. Definitely, you know what it is? I gotta, again, start using Bookmap and these heavy levels, heavy deltas, all this stuff to my favor. Because we don't see that stuff on a regular chart. We see that stuff only on things like Bookmap and such. So 1,000 lots buying, that might be a good sign for a possible reversal. How's a 15-minute look? 15 closes in 7 minutes. Oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna grab some long. Let's see. Let's see. Again, if you guys got any questions, please feel free to let me know. Guys, someone just messaged me asking about an issue with their Apex account. Are you guys having any issues with your Apex accounts today? I don't work with them, obviously. I'm with Bullishbrs, but I usually do have good information if there's ever any issues. So guys, let me know if you guys having any issues with Apex today, if you guys are trading Apex. $60.10. Gonna wait for that $60.10. Gold rejecting. Crude rejecting. Poor price action today, guys. It happens last week. I don't know about you guys, but last week was so freaking good that like you sort of have to anticipate some type of crappy price action after a really good week like that, especially because it's Monday and it's a holiday week. Come on, 60-10. Yeah, I like the buying that we're getting now. I do think we're going to continue higher, especially that 15. Basing on the 15. 30-minute also basing, but that doesn't close for quite some time. Ooh, I don't know. Alright, I'll tell you what. This is what we'll look for. See if we get a fill somewhere. My biggest issue, I guess, is that we didn't hit the zone that I wanted us to hold on NASDAQ. So I do feel like we should make one more run for those lows. Anybody here trade YM? Young Money? Anybody here trade Young Money? That's dumb. Alright, let's see. 4-hour demand. Boom, boom, boom. 3-hour, 2-hour. Oh, that's 1 hour. 2-hour. 2-hour right here. Now, supply and demand zones, we find them. It's easy to find them on the higher time frame, but we have to be patient so we know when to play them. YM, I think YM's at all-time highs right now. Difficult to find a zone to trade or enter off of. 15-minute, 30-minute, 45. Not really seeing too much. Yes. Want to see if we can maybe come back to like this area right over here. 60-15. Good morning, everybody. Hope you are all doing well. Hope everybody is doing good. Don't forget to join us on YouTube every Monday and Friday at Bullishbrs. Join our community, bullishbrs.com. 75% off for Black Friday sale, and you could get 30% off on my coaching website, tradingpioneers.net. Just going to do a little ad placement right here. But yeah, check it out. I might change the 30% off on the coaching to 40% off, but I gotta see, because I did just decrease the price of the mentorship program. Let's see. Crude oil finally broke that previous day low. So now we could look at the stats and say, okay, well, if crude oil breaks previous day low, what are the odds that we continue? Well, if we look at crude oil, previous day's range, right now we're on standard, we have an 89% chance. Previous day low broken 64 times, 57 times it closed red. Now if we go by weekday, the odds are even more in our favor, 92% chance of closing red. But we have to remember too, at this point on crude, where was our open? Our open is all the way up here. So that would mean we would have to close red. That means price could push back higher, all the way another dollar higher, and still close red, and that stat would still be right. So make sure you know how you're using your stats, guys. It's getting cold out, guys. Where are you guys from? Is it cold as bricks out by you guys too? Because it's getting too cold for me. I don't even want to go outside anymore. And I love going for rides, just like a dog. But now I'm just playing. Nothing beats a good car ride, loud music, and the windows down. So when it's cold, hate it. I want to move to Florida or something. Texas too hot. Look at this. See this again on gold right here. So this might be the double tap on the 30-minute time frame on this 4-hour demand zone. But I'm just not taking it. It just doesn't look good. The price action's been crap today. Give me some type of real reversal where it gives me an imbalance entry and I'll take it. Right now, I ain't taking anything. We have our win for the day on NASDAQ on this short. That was a beautiful short. If you guys want to see anything specific during the streams, please let me know. If you want to see more bookmap, if you want to see more edgeful, whatever the case may be, let me know. I do also have quant data that is an options order flow and stock order flow tool, so that's a pretty cool one too. Not the most ideal for us because we're trading futures, but it is still a good tool. Okay, let's see. Coming into these lower volume nodes down here. $15-minute did give us that basing. Inverse hangman on NASDAQ. Close. Let's see. Nice dive right there. I want to see if we can get back to that 60-10 again. Oh, I like this negative 105 lot that got trapped down there. We're going to try. Let's see. Potentially try an ES long. Gives me that fill. I'm looking for a fill at 60.14. Damn, look at that go. I'm gonna wait. Just wait 1 sec. Yeah, look at that. Damn. All right, we're gonna wait. Probably gonna primarily focus, right? So now that we sort of got into the week, we got into Monday, we saw the price action we were getting. Well, now I know that tomorrow I'm probably gonna primarily focus on on NASDAQ and ES because crude and gold have been garbage price action today. I wanted to see if we could come down over here. Again, that 60-10, a lot of low volume around 60-12. 60-13. I guess not really when you look at... Yeah. I was looking for the 30 and 15 to also continue higher, so... Everything's sort of pointing bullish. Gonna look for some ES longs at some point. I think this candle might want to push green. Let's wait. Wait and see. Still annoyed we didn't hit that demand zone on NASDAQ, but that's okay. Wanted that 60-10. What was the level again? 60-10? There's been more buying Delta than selling just recently. Two, one. Yeah, let's see if we get one more little dip here on ES. Coming up to point of control. Just gonna wait. Gold and crude. Look at that. They're still chopping. No way. They've been chopping all day, so they're still chopping. Shocker. Just gotta understand it, read it, and say nope. Later. Next time. It was like a dumb looking dump right here. Up to like right over here. Then I would try a long on ES. Very choppy. Just remember, guys, the price action is very choppy right now. 60-14 would be idea. What did I say? 60-14. I would start a position 60-14, maybe. I'd much rather 60-10, which is a 4 more whole points away. So I'm going to be careful on that 60-14 entry because we're dumping to it right now. Yeah, we'll wait 1 second. Negative 110 lot right here. If we hold this, I'm long ES. If we fail it, not long ES. Negative 102 right here. Okay, so it filled me long ES. Gonna be a little careful because we have been chopping. Not the biggest fan, guys. I definitely wouldn't recommend this trade. That 60-10 was very strong. I would want to see if price can come back to 60-10 and react to it. Plus, I was still looking at the NASDAQ. I wanted the NASDAQ to continue higher, right? So, I'm sorry, I wanted the NASDAQ to push lower into that demand zone. So, right now, not the most ideal. I'm going to keep my stop loss at 60-11 so that if we do just dump and sell off, I'm out right here. But if we dump and hold that 60-10, I could then re-enter at 60-10. But I'd really like us back above 60-14, which we're struggling. So we're going to wait. Looking at the 15 minute. 15 gave us a basing. I really wanted this 15 to continue higher. We don't have an upper wick on this 15-minute candle yet, which could possibly be a green flag on the longs because we haven't made that upper wick yet. But getting weak. We are getting weak. 30-minute hasn't closed yet too. 6 minutes. A minute 16 left on the 5. Trying to hold. Trying to fold. Where will we stop? Where will we go? I like this positive 400 delta right there, but you see that just got batted down. Not a fan of that anymore. We're going to wait and see how we react. Want to see good buying pressure here. Want to see really good buying. We want to see anybody trying to take these shorts trapped in the market. We only get that if we get a very quick reaction. Moving my stop loss up again a little bit because I'm not that trustworthy on this trade right now. So again, if it starts to dump, I'd rather stop out and be able to re-enter once it does try to push back higher versus trying to hold a trade that ends up losing. Still in good profits from that trade from earlier. That's what it's about. Let your winners run, let your winners win, and cut your losses short. Smaller losses, bigger wins. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the 5 minute right there. It's nasty. I think we want that 60-10. Just wait 1 sec. Yeah. 15 closes in 4.5 minutes. I mean, again, guys, we could push green on this candle. We could do anything on this candle. We really do anything we want. Market does not care. Market does not know. Market doesn't know if you're in a long, if you're in a short. Market just reacts. As do we. We. Yeah, we're going to try to probably push lower here. I'm still in a long, though. I'm always transparent. I'm still in this long. It's close to my stop loss. Stop loss is at 60-12-25. We're probably going to see that dump right now to it. Yup. Dude, I'm telling you. I got to turn my Alexa off. That thing listens. It knows. ESNQ. Chop City, guys. Chop City. Weighted index. I love using the weighted index. It's a great tool to see for momentum. You see how we had the momentum to the downside on the weighted index? This is Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, I believe Amazon, and Google. So basically it's like the S&P 500 or like the NASDAQ more specifically, but just those stocks, not all of them, not all 100 stocks in the NQ. NASDAQ 100. Okay, 60-10. Came into 60-10. Question is, how do we want to hold 60-10 right now? NQ trying to dump lower. ES trying to dump lower. Trying to hold the 60-10. I would try longs. I'm going to try longs one more time because of the 60-10. I've only said 60-10 500 times today, so I think I should take it long there. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But because I said it so many times, because I was watching that level, gotta take it. Gotta see how we react to it. Did we sweep all those buyers? Shit, we did sweep all those buyers. Just gonna be careful. Gonna be patient. 60-08-25 is my stop loss. Entry is 60-10-50. So about a 2.25 stop loss, 9.25 take profit, 4-to-1 risk to reward. But that doesn't matter if it does continue back lower. So we're going to be patient, we're going to be careful and see how we react. Want to see these sellers trapped down here. NQ trying to push lower. The weighted index is weak to the downside. Red flags, red flags. I'm looking to play this price level now. That's what I'm playing right now, this ES price level on Bookmap. Took out that level, very heavy seller. Now we're trying to reverse. Can we hold back above that level for a really tight entry? We'll have to see. We haven't gotten into the gap yet on ES either, which again is another bit of a red flag. But I'm taking the 60-10 level long because I saw the buyer step in last time we were here. But now we are trying to dump below it. My stop loss is 60.0825. Right over here. So it does look like we're trying to push back below again. Going to be careful. Going to move my stop loss to 60.0875. So it's the low of this current 5-minute candle. $15 seconds left on the 5. 15 closes in 10 seconds too. 30 closes. Ah, shit. 30 closes in 15 seconds. Huge red flag. Not a fan of these longs at all anymore. Yeah. I'm not going to stop out before it hits my stop loss, but it's probably going to go hit our stop loss. We're going to wait 1 sec. Give it a tick more breathing room. I'd much rather us be range bound, push our way back higher here, but that's because I'm in a long. So we're going to wait. It does look like it wants to dump. Weighted index is weak, which is bearish. Might even take NQ short here. Yeah, alright, stopped out of ES long. Again, guys, it's just not giving us good setups, very lower probability trades. We just gotta recognize it. Gotta go in lighter size at that point. Just wait. 60-10, huge. 60-10 was huge until we flipped it. Now let's see. New 15-minute candle. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock, guys. The market has been crap today. It did give us a few potential short trades. We did take a really nice one on NQ up here. Got out around here. And other than that, we're just staying patient. We tried a couple trades on crude, on I think gold too. And those also just very choppy today. It's not worth trading. It's not worth trading full size. We don't have any key levels, key zones, key areas that we are holding. So we're better off just being patient. We could have possibly gotten an ES short up here, but again, we're range bound. We're above previous day high, and yet we're pushing lower. So because of the odds, because of the stats, because of where we are, no trade. No trades. The hourly just closed pretty bearish. It's like everything looks more bearish other than the stats of us being more bullish the past few days and all this other stuff. So because of that, guys, I'm going to log out. We're going to call it a day there. Market was choppy other than the drop we got this morning, and we're going to remember that and use that to our advantage tomorrow. So take care, everybody. Have a great day and happy trading. Bye.
Have a good one. Later.
You too. Later.
Okay.
Later, YouTube. Don't forget, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Have a great